Today we're here in Castleton, Vermont, visiting Hubbardton Forge, land of the modern blacksmiths. Wait, there we go. Hi! We're here today to make the Dahlia Chandelier. It's a pretty awesome process, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do this start to finish. This part is the first part of this process. This metal comes in, it's already cut like this, and they have to forge it, which is using these hot ovens and then using this air compressor to create that stamp. It is a process, it's definitely dangerous. You have to be dressed like this. This is, you know, it is what it is.
Hit it, and just flip it, hit it again.
So just flip it over. You make it seem so easy. For some reason I feel like it's not going to be for me, but we're gonna see what happens. Why they're trusting me with this, I have no idea. Yeah, stay back. Everybody stay back. Success. I did it right? Nobody got hurt in the filming of this program. And then we go from here to the next step. So right now we're in the hot bend area. What's gonna happen is literally that we're gonna bend steel. So he just took one of these pieces that's part of the Dahlia Chandelier and he put it into what really looks like a pizza oven. He didn't stick his hands in because you wouldn't do that in a pizza oven either. He used a little tool, almost like tongs, to stick it in there, and because of the length, the whole thing can go in there at one time. So now you can see they're like burning hot. He's gonna lay this down, hammer it into place, protecting his hands the whole way. Basically when it turns gray, it's ready to go. It's already formed. And then the next step will be, I think, getting off some of what they call the skin. But right now we're gonna step away because he said it takes 30 seconds. I don't wanna accidentally touch it. I don't want my gloves smoked. I don't want any part of me smoking. Only thing I like smoked are ribs.
We have a P&T department, so it's a prototype and tooling. They make tools for each and every fixture that we make.
So this was created for you for this particular Dahlia Chandelier?
Yes.
Metal basically has a memory, so if we didn't use the clamps and he just kind of pulled it into form, it wouldn't hold its shape. It would kind of start to go into a different way as a trunk. So that's why we wait on it to actually turn completely gray before they move it to the cooling rack. These are going to go into these machines over here, and all of this kind of like flaky skin is going to come off and it's going to be shiny like this. And the bottom line is that at the end, a lot of people like to see the texture. They call this the substrate. For our purposes, let's just say it's the way that you can see the veining in wood. It's the same way they want you to be able to see the veining in this material. So this is bayanite. Bayanite is the thing that's in the machine that's going to essentially get the skin off of that metal piece that we just put in. It takes about 45 seconds for it to go through the whole cycle spinning around, and then about 30 seconds for it to stop and settle, then we can pull it out. That's really good looking. We just left the tumbling room. All the materials have to feel the same kind of texture. The first time it was a ceramic media, and there it removes all the shine, so that it gets a little bit of a patina, a little bit of an age look. And then it goes into where essentially corn cobs have been ground down, and that's the drying process. It all happens in there, and it probably takes a whole 10 minutes to get the look that they want. And it's also very loud, so that's why I'm doing this in here and not in there. We're going to see some welding, more fire. And they told me I'm not allowed to do this. Why not? So these are the long pieces that we first created. That was step one. Bent and forged in that other space.
Yep.
Every one of these processes has a clamp to make sure it's perfectly where it needs to be.
Definitely.
Is this like on a Lazy Susan?
Yes.
This is a Lazy Susan, but no food attached.
Makes it a lot easier.
It does make it a lot easier. So I was coming in here thinking that he was going to be using flames to make this happen, but it's actually electricity, which is why he's got the fancy headgear on.
Yep.
Bye. And that allows him to be able to look out and look at what he's doing, which is why I'm going to have to get some fancy equipment on too. Whoa. This is so crazy. When you have this on, you can clearly see everything that's happening, but as soon as that electric bolt goes in there, it all goes black and all you see is the light. And that's your way of knowing that you've hit the right spot, and that's when you're doing the welding with your little, what is this? Is this copper?
It's copper on the outside.
Copper on the outside?
The inside of it is steel.
I can understand now why I wasn't allowed to do this.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. They're not going to let me take this home, but it's pretty fabulous, and I wish they would. I don't even know how much it costs yet. Now all the welding is done, and these are the two pieces that are going to form the Dahlia. The next steps are that we're going to wash this, and then we're going to go put on the powder-coated finish, and then it'll essentially be complete. In this little bin here, it's not so little, is the Dahlia pendant, but there's other things in here too. The way they batch these together is by how they're gonna be finished. So if this is all gonna be one of their golden finishes, all those pieces would be in here, go in there, and then go into the final room to get that powder coated finish. Bottom line here, there is a lot of science that's happening in this machine behind us, and all 4 of the bathing processes that take place are all meant to get it to the final process where that powder coated finish is going to be able to hold onto it and then be ready to send to your home.
And once it's washed, it goes into a drying oven. So that's 17 minutes at 350 degrees.
Oh, so it's really oven temperature. Yeah,
yes, correct. So any residual liquid that's left gets dissipated.
Okay. This room is temperature controlled. There's not too much humidity. And this is where the powder coating actually happens. It's got to be a controlled environment, so they call this the environmental room. So this is what we've been working on all day today, and now it's ready to finally be part of this process of finishing. You're fast. You
gotta learn.
So these are, what you're putting on right now is going to protect it from the paint finish, right?
Yes.
So that you can actually do your twisting on later?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It helps for the assembly department, so when they're building and putting wires and stuff.
Right. I'm all up in your space.
It's okay.
All of these things are going to be put on the line here all together, but far enough apart so that when there are moves in there, they can be painted properly and nothing will be touching each other, because that's not what you want to happen. I just got to the powder coating room and they're going to let me do it. The cool thing in here is that it's kind of like echoey because all the paint needs to adhere that way, not onto me. They have 26 different finishes. So I don't know which one we're going to go with today for the Dahlia, but I'll find out in a second.
The powder coating is electrostatic. So the powder is being charged and then sticking to the steel.
Okay.
So basically we're standing on a metal plate.
Yes.
You're grounded.
Oh.
I'm grounded. The line is a negative charge. The gun is creating a positive charge. Negative, positive coming together, powder sticking to the material.
Okay.
Okay. This is actually bronze powder.
So this is going to, it looks brown or kind of taupey, but it's ultimately going to be bronze when it's finished.
Yes, it's actually going to be
It's bubbling. What's that about?
So that's considered what we call a fluidized hopper. So there's a diaphragm of air on the bottom.
Nobody knows what that means in the world, but he does.
So basically what it is a plate with millions of little holes.
Okay, that's easier.
And the air is thinning out the powder.
Okay.
You want to go like this and just kind of work your way on each one.
Is this good?
Try to give it a little spin.
Oops, too fast. So now it's gonna go on again our dry cleaning wheel over to bake in an oven at 400 degrees.
Oh, ironically, here's a Dahlia right here.
Oh, there you go. So this is not the one we did, but this is a black opaque finish that's going down the line right now. And are we in the, this isn't the warm part though yet, right?
No, this is the cooling tunnel.
This is the cooling tunnel we're in.
Everything is unloaded.
Right here?
Yeah, right here. It will go to a quality inspector, which is inspecting all the powder coating, making sure the right color is there, and then it will go over to assembly to get kitted for all the components.
Oh, awesome.
All the sockets over here have been kitted.
Okay.
All of the labels, all of the customer instructions, so it's a step-by-step instruction for the customer what they need to hang it.
This is getting my address on it, right?
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right.
See how it wakes up in the long run. The Dahlia ships broken down, so it ships in actually 2 separate boxes, but inside a master pack.
Okay.
So it's the way to keep it the safest we can.
Right.
So in this case, we're trying to secure the fixture from movement.
Oh, are these the hard foamy things that you'll get in certain packages?
Some of them are hard, but this one actually creates a customized pillow around anything.
Is it blowing up right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, and it's warm.
Yeah, it's warm. It's about 140 degrees.
I feel like I have to move really fast. I feel like it's a relay race.
There you go.
And put it underneath the plastic.
Just put it underneath there.
Is that good?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Just let her set up.
It's like an experiment. That is so gnarly. So this truck is always here. They fill it up throughout the day. When it's full at the end of the day, UPS comes and picks it up. Next step, it's at your door. You have been awesome.
Thank you so much.
So you know so much. Okay. That was awesome. Now we're gonna go see some finished product in the front. There are a lot of people involved in making every single light fixture here at Hubbardton Forge, and the Dahlia is no exception. At over 2 feet in diameter, every single piece is touched by skilled artisans who master every element of their work. So at around $1,790, I believe it's worth it. Ta-da!